Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black, the one, the only, the man they call Derek.
Yo.
He definitely made me laugh right after I had pressed go live, so that's why we're laughing right now. It's funny. It's all good. Had me cracking up. This is the fallout from AEW Revolution. If you guys didn't see AEW Revolution, go back. I think 2 videos ago now for us. And you can see me and Derek give our review, our thoughts on the show. We'll talk about it more here in a moment. But we're going to hit that intro. We're going to talk a little Dynamite. And we're going to talk about what you guys want to talk about. Because it's a show by the fans, for the fans. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Ah, yes. Another Wrestling Wednesday. It's a beautiful thing. All right, Khaled, take it easy. Another one. Definitely different, man. Trying out a new look tonight. Shaved the sides off. It was an accident, and I just had to roll with it. But I don't know. I think it's all right.
Hey, sometimes you gotta try a new look.
Nah, man, my skin was like jacked up right over here, and I got some medicine that I always have to put on it, man. And I was like, you know what? Maybe the medicine needs that good contact there with nothing in the way. So
Right.
We'll see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you guys are in the chat, the number one way to help us out is to hit the like button in the YouTube chat. It really helps out. Live chat, I want to hear your thoughts, comments. You know we always read them. You don't have to send a super chat. If you do, that would be hashtag super blessed. We'd appreciate that. But whatever you do, comment, come talk wrestling. That's the purpose of this whole channel and why we do what we do. So we want to hear from you, brother. And you guys can throw that up anytime you want. Also, leave a comment if you're watching after the fact. Comments also help in the YouTube algorithm. I get a pretty decent amount of comments from people. They usually comment several times on a topic, and we have a discussion in there. But it's appreciated. And last but not least, if you're listening on the audio version, you are not forgotten either. Please leave us that 5-star review. We've been getting some good ones, some from across the pond, some from the local areas. So if you're listening to Everything Pro Wrestling, show us some love. Show us some love with a 5-star review. Derek, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm good, man. You know, just another day in this so-called life we call paradise.
See, Derek's been he's been participating in some scrimmages for some softball, and these keep going over, man. We're gonna have to dock pay, Derek. All right, you're like the Sid Vicious of EPW. You know, you're going to play softball and stuff like that. We can't be having that, bro. Ruining the podcast. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
I got you.
Did you win today at least?
Nah, it was a tough game, but this was a game that didn't mean anything. It was more of a moral victory for the other team because they've been getting spanked by us quite a bit. So
it's all good. It's all good. Get them next time. Shout out to the team, throwing up some love. Let's get into the chat a little bit here. Terrell, first one in here joining us. Terrell is talking about the women's division storyline. I love it. He's talking about what he had saw. Terrell, I'm gonna try and get into all of this. If you're still in the chat, I will bring up some of these, but I want to jump down to a few other people here. We got Matt Lopez. It's Thriller. Matt Lopez going in, and he hits the good evening all. What is good? B-Boy Skyline also in the chat. What's up, B-Boy? Appreciate you. BJ in the house saying, woo, woo. What's good, BJ? My man Dark Elite Eric in the house. What up, and welcome back, Derek. Tell Derek stop playing, man. Tell him stop messing around. See, he got sound going off in the background over there.
Good old fashioned Google.
Letting it rock, bro. My man Hubs in the chat. Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Clash of the Podcast is every Monday at 6:05. And if you think I'm playing, come over on Mondays. Come find out. Me and Sean get into some good debates. We definitely disagreed about Revolution. We had to, though. Like, we had to. I still think Revolution was a good show. Great, actually. We gave it an A- in the end. I think that's what we agreed to.
Yeah.
It was a great show, man. Hub comes in and says, best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. I appreciate you, fam. But definitely check out Clash of the Podcast. And you know what? Go subscribe to Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, man. Show that dude some love. He's got great boxing content, wrestling content. He just put up a reaction to the turn on Monday to Sami Zayn. Hurt my soul a lot, but it had to happen. My man Demond McKinney in the house. He said, "Yo, I'm here to listen cause as usual work keeps me away from live AEW, but now I know EPW has my back." McKinney, it's appreciated, fam. Even if you comment after the fact, I want you guys to come and listen. If you can, even if it's for a little bit, come give us a listen, even if it's on the audio side. Ace says, "What up, Derek? Conrad chat. What up, Ace?" Ace, one of my favorite follows on TikTok as well, man. I see you out here making moves. Appreciate you. Sorry, I'm happy about James Gunn because he's a big geek. Snyder fans like Snyder because they see him as an alpha male. Where did this come from? Listen, we're in good hands now, DC. Don't mess this up.
You got to tell Warner Brothers keep their hands out the pot.
Is Rebel okay? I haven't seen her with Britt in a while. I've actually heard that I don't know if they're going to do something different with Rebel, but I think they've broken her away from Hater and Dr. Britt Baker, sadly. My man Rated R Tokyo in the house was good. That is slander, good sir. We will not be repeating that. Rebel is apparently done with AEW, Matt Lopez says. So, yeah. Let's see here. Terrell said, "I'm still here." Okay, Terrell. I see you, bro, because I saw you had a lot of comments. Hey, Minnie. He changed the name to Pineapple Juice. What up? What up? What up? My man Pineapple Pete in the chat. What's going on, man? I appreciate you, Minnie. I know you changed your username, bro. Always let me know. He said, "Sid Vicious, Derek, you better watch them scissors. I hope Conrad ain't iron." The fingers. You got to do the old fingers. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. So people up here talking about Jade challenging Bret Hart. Also, Creed 3 is an anime. I've not seen it yet. Jacoby Peter, what is good, Jacoby? How are you, bro? Good talk. Good talk. Next Wednesday is MJF's and my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Ace. Don't make me. I don't have to sing if you come up in here now. Bring the cake too. All right.
Right. Exactly.
Man, people are loving it. By the way, I missed the Rob Zombie trash talk portion of Sunday's show, so I'd like to add in that Rob Zombie sucks. Thank you, BJ. Always appreciate it. Juke said, "I missed Dynamite. Did Sho Funaki finally show up?" I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait, man. You're gonna have to wait till another time. No Funaki yet. I'm just kidding, Conrad. Oh, it's okay, Jacoby. You're good, bro. You are good. Terrell said, "Me and my sister saw Creed 3 last week. It was great. I still have not had a chance to check it out."
Same here.
There was a crazy police chase in my city in Cali. Ooh, be careful out there. Don't get caught up in that mess. You stay away.
Right.
You stay away when that starts happening.
Also,
but
real quick, gotta say what up to my guy Hubs. Didn't say it yet. So my guy Hubs, what up?
Hubs appreciates that. Hubs appreciates that. Let's get into this tonight, man. We had a solid lineup, I thought, tonight for the overall action. We kicked things off here first with the All-Atlantic Championship match. We had Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal. I thought Jay Lethal and his crew were victims tonight, man. They couldn't even walk him down to the ring. The referees are coming out, backing him up. What is happening with this, man?
Oh man, too much shenanigans going on here. They got to keep him out of the mix.
Nah, they had to keep your boy Double J out that mix is what happened. Coming out here with that guitar. Derek always wanted to bust out the Jeff Jarrett.
Man,
but
listen, that's the greatest.
I thought this wasn't bad though.
No,
At least,
this wasn't bad at all, bro. Like this was a good match to me. I enjoyed it. These two always put on a good match together. So
yeah, I felt like tonight's card was overall like solid, but it wasn't great either. Like it was weird. It was solid. Everything was just solid, cool. I see what you did there, solid. And you were building to bigger matches, I guess, for is it in Winnipeg next week, right? Canada?
yeah,
So hey, I'm cool with that. If that's what we're gonna do, we're building up to something else.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in this match, Jay Lethal's focus was the left knee of Orange Cassidy. He was trying to set up for that figure four leg lock. Jay Lee was out there strutting, doing his thing, man. Really fun in this one. Early on, he went for a cut or two, and Orange Cassidy kicked his arm. That will come back into play in the finish.
Man.
Orange Cassidy went for the orange punch, and he hit the cutter out of it. It looks smooth. It looks smooth. Remember, I don't know, Derek, if you ever watched Ring of Honor, but towards the end, they were trying to like basically do like the storyline like Jay Lethal was washed. And I was like, yo, this dude is good.
I remember that. I remember it a little bit, not to the full extent, but I do remember it a little bit. Yeah, Jay Lethal's not washed. He's not washed, people. Stop thinking that.
Yeah, nah, he's good, man. Really good. I don't know what happened here, but Jay Lethal looked like he had everything going his way. Orange Cassidy's knees hurt. He's got him. He goes to hit the springboard moonsault, but his shoulder like gave out because of the arm kick from before, and he like fell on his head. But as soon as he got up, orange punch, 1, 2, 3. Orange Cassidy wins again. Orange Cassidy might be like sleeper guy of the night because he's been crushing every match that he's had the opportunity to compete in.
He has. I don't really think for the All-Atlantic title, I don't really think there's been a match where he hasn't really stepped up to the plate to give us what we deserve. Like I think every time that he has a match, regardless of if it's for the title or not, I feel like he's always given us a top quality match, hands down every time. But that's just me.
Nah, he always delivers, bro. Orange is really good. I am not one of the naysayers for him. I think he's really good, and when it's time to go, he goes.
Right.
I thought that match on Forbidden Door with Will Ospreay was like one of the best matches of the year. So good for no reason, bro. No reason it had to be that good.
Bro, I think that's his best match.
It's up there. Shout out to Jacoby. He wrote going back to Cali. RIP to Biggie. And shout out to LL Cool J as well, one of my favorites. I'm definitely about to try to get tickets to a Lupe concert for tomorrow, so keep your fingers crossed for me. I'll try and go to that. Let me see here. Rated R says Black Wrestling draws. Facts. Moist critical. Juke said, I know this isn't wrestling related, but how does Daniel Jones get a contract before Lamar Jackson, Conrad? That I don't have an answer for, bro. I don't have an answer for that. Who do y'all think will accept Jade's challenge? We'll get into that when we get into that because I need some time to think because I don't have an answer. I can tell you the truth.
Yeah.
People are going in about that question about what were the Giants thinking. I couldn't tell you. 8 out of 10 match. Jay Lethal and Orange. Let's see here. Great opening match. Can't wait for the young upstart Double J to get that championship push. Derek would be a fan. After the match, Jeff Jarrett did come out when Lethal was getting pushed up the ramp because he was going to use the globe as a weapon. Jeff Jarrett comes out and smashes the guitar over Orange Cassidy's knee, obliterates that knee. Does Double J stand a chance next week, Derek? More on Double that momentarily.
Right. The Double J is gonna. I want to say he's gonna work. Well, not work, but he's gonna run the whole match up until he won't be able to. Like it's going to be all Jeff Jarrett in the beginning, but then something's going to happen. Jeff Jarrett's going to get distracted, and I see an orange punch coming out of nowhere.
Listen, McKinney said TK is gonna keep OC out first now. Lethal deserves better. Listen, Jay Lethal actually had a win over Orange Cassidy before this. I don't think people remember. This was the rubber match. Lethal won, Orange won, and then this was the tiebreaker right here. I think they've been putting on good matches.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Let me see here. Giants weren't thinking that's the answer. Dang. BJ said it's my world. It wasn't well. Was it time for some Paul White?
No, not at all for that.
Oh, and Jeff Jarrett Scrams wants the best friends come out there with pipes. I don't know where they got these from, but they just ran out with pipes like, ready to go? Powerhouse Hobbs is backstage. He cuts a promo. For those who don't know, Wardlow had his rental car broken into. I guess that I've been told, I should say, that this is popular out in some areas in California. Throw a brick through it. Anything that's like your prized possessions or anything, they just take them out of there. So do not put stuff in your car, apparently, is what I've been told. Anything important, take it out the car with you because people are doing that out there. And that's crazy to me.
Who has the time?
Bro, they took all of his wrestling gear. They took the TNT title. They took all of it. Like anything that he had. That sucks. That sucks. So I felt really bad for Wardlow with that. And Powerhouse Hobbs just kind of cuts a promo and he just says that he knows that he's going to become the champion tonight.
You know what,
Ricky? Oh, go ahead.
Hold on real quick. So the whole thing with that, you broke into the man's car. What are you going to do with that title? You can't do anything with that.
Them joints be popping up later, bro. Somebody had a stolen title recently. I can't remember where it came from. And somebody had it, and they were like, how did you get that? I don't know, man. Some dude at a pawn shop sold it to, then the stories start coming up like someone else sold it to me, man.
But the moment you do that, though, like those pawn shops have the cameras. So I mean, you do that, you're already on camera now.
Like I said, man, you never know. It's a gritty world out here, man. I feel bad for Wardlow that happened to him. Like that sucks. Yeah. Next up, though, we get to hear from our good friend, pretty Ricky. Ricky. It's 5 a.m. Yeah. I see Derek waiting to do it. I'm not going to click back. I'm just not going to click back. I'm going to leave him here just like that.
Ricky.
Seriously, bro.
Spanish.
Ridiculous. The things that I have to put up with on a week in, week out basis here. Hey. This is the thanks I get every week. Yeah, someone said that someone has that around the neck right now. Matthew Holland, hello, welcome. I see you in the chat, brother. Didn't someone steal the belt from Jericho? They did, but I think they returned that one because I think the police were like, yeah, if we find out you sold that, you're going to jail. Here you go, friends. I found this on the side of the road. Bet you did.
Yeah.
I can't remember the story with it. I'd have to look it up, but I think that's how it went, something like that. But we're talking about Pretty Ricky right now. Ricky Starks is out here. He's letting the people know what's up next for Ricky. He sounds like he's done with Jericho. Thank you. He is out there just saying like we're about to do this and what's next for Ricky Starks, and then all of a sudden you just hear Bullet Club for life. You get the guitar riff, and who shows up but my boy Juice. Rock hard, Juice Robinson. I've been a fan since this dude was CJ Parker. I'm not joking. This dude deserved better when he was in NXT. I always felt that way. And he was out there, and he put a beat down on Ricky Starks. I like it. Bullet Club's international, baby. You don't know where they're going to show up. So after all that went down, it looks like we might be getting a Juice Robinson-Ricky Starks feud for a little bit. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, too. I mean, first off, thank God for leaving this feud with the JAS. That I was hoping hoping and praying that he did not address that and they interrupt and they kept it going.
No, thank you. Thank you for that. Didn't someone steal the belt from Jericho? Yeah, we just addressed that. Ricky Spanish, I love it here. Ricky Cornstarch Matt Holland says. Derek's always on point. The Bullet Club pop got me. Same. Also, Finn Juice is now for life. Yeah, David Finley's been hanging around Ghetto a little bit. If you're a New Japan fan, Finley's son's been, he was rocking the Bullet Club tights. I think it's official, but I don't know if he's the leader yet. But he's walking around with the shillelagh. He's letting you know what's going down. Just saying. That should be a fun feud with Juice and Ricky. I think Juice Robinson deserves it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's always done a solid job when it's time for it. Squeaky voice Juice Robinson, nah, fam. I got faith in my man Juice. All right, Juice, who dates Tony Storm, by the way.
Right.
Shout out to that young man.
My hero.
I can be your hero, baby. Oh no! Why did I think an Enrique Iglesias thing was going to pop up on this tonight? Not at all. Show is totally random, folks. But dude, excellent that we're moving forward in this direction. Then we get to another promo. AEW does this, and it's so weird sometimes. They're like, we'll do a match, promo. I don't understand why they do this. I'm like, yo, you guys have 2 hours. Spread this out. But they go backstage, and here's Wardlow. Wardlow says that he's going to make a call to the match, and he decides to make it a false count anywhere match. And he says that he doesn't have his ring gear tonight. He's just going to show up and he's going to wrestle. He's going to fight him, whether it's in the parking lot, in the crowd, wherever. So the championship's on the line. He said he didn't have the title with him. Fair point. So that is going to be the main event, we're told. And then Renee Paquette interviews our girl who turned heel at Revolution. Ruby, Soho. Ruby's calling everybody out in the back. She called out Chris Statlander. She called out Britt Baker. She called out everyone she faced and then blamed the fans. The fans did jive boo her at the Owen Cup last year. I forgot about that.
They definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? So they tried here. I think it worked. How did you feel about Ruby's heel promo? Does she work better to you as a heel with this?
Yes. I think Ruby is in that what's the word I'm looking for? I think she's in that same kind of box that Britt Baker is in. Like she can't be a face. She has to be a heel, but she has to take, it has to go the same route that Britt Baker went. Like Ruby as a face, she seems so far out of place, and I can't figure out why.
They say most people like being heels.
It's true, but given her personality, I think she deserves to be a heel and then just get the same kind of love that Britt's getting with her character. Right?
Matt Holland says, I'm going to get you and Deacon Derek sunglasses. I'm going to need those in prescription form, Matthew. Matt Lopez says, now this is making me think Chris Statlander will be OG's team and not Jade. I don't know when she's coming back, though. I don't know. I can't remember when she went out or anything anymore now. Like, I think it was supposed to be around All Out, but how long does it take to recover from that? I thought it was like 9 months, so we got a little bit of time still before it's time for that matchup.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's going to make it back in time for that.
She might not.
We got time to tell a story, though. There's time. So tell the story. Go slow. Slow. Let me see here. Six said went from Ruby Soho to Ruby. Oh no, she kicked Jamie Hayter in the face. Politics siding with Jamie. Ruby said all the facts. Ruby or Saraya should have won that match. Ruby stayed in the corner and was like, "This is bull." Nah, I think they made the right choice. I think Jamie's on fire right now.
Oh yeah,
Ruby
absolutely.
as a heel absolutely fits her. That's how I remember when she came into WWE, even in NXT and stuff too, the Riot Squad and all that. I always thought they worked better as heels. So we'll see if Derek's right too on that. They have a new Statlander shirt on AEW shop. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay. Hold on. Let's check that out.
BJ said, go slow, homie. So Ruby Soho versus Skye Blue is the next matchup here. Skye Blue came out with an attitude because Ruby called out some of the OGs in this, and I don't know, Derek. She came out very aggressive, and I liked it. I thought that it was really well done with the attitude. It felt like Skye Blue knew, like, listen, you can't come out there bubbly, smiling like it's on dark. You're pissed off. Like, she just called out your entire group, anyone associated with the original AEW. That she basically called them like whiny brats and stuff like that. She might have said some more unsavory words, but I'm gonna keep it PG for this moment right now on the show. It could get rated R later, though, just so you know.
Right.
Yeah, so she takes a beat down immediately with this. Like, Skye Blue did eventually fight back, but I think Skye Blue has been improving. Like, she's kind of my like most improved right now. She's been doing pretty well.
I agree. I Skye Blue has been one of my favorite, whether she is to other people or not. She has been one of my favorite up and coming wrestlers. She has definitely improved a lot. Like I like the fact that they're giving her more time to get that skill down so she can be on like the main card and actually have like a purpose, you know what I mean? Instead of just going on there just to fill in.
I think she's gonna. I think it's been like the more bumps too. Like, she's on Dark Elevation, she's on Ring of Honor, now she's on Dynamite, looking good. Keep it up with Skye Blue. I think there's something there. Shout out to Tiff from Indie Wrestling Corner. She said, "Hello, friend. Hello, Tiff. How are you?" She just did a nice interview. If you guys want to go over and check that out after we're done here, I would highly recommend it. If you're a big fan of indie wrestling, she interviews all the indie wrestlers. Tiff has some fantastic interviews up, so make sure you show her some love. Going back to this matchup here, Skye Blue got a little bit of offense in. She got some good kicks in. She made a nice cross body. She got one move reverse, Destination Unknown. Ruby Soho gets the win. Afterwards, though, the real story was Willow coming out. Willow and Ruby were teaming up before this. They were partners, and Willow's like, "What are you doing? Like, this isn't you." Well, baby, you know what happens after that. Tony Storm and Saraya come out. They put a beat down on her, and both Skye Blue and Willow get the L spray painted on them by the, I guess we're going to say the Outsiders for now, until we get a group name for them. But they spray painted the L in the green spray paint. Tough break.
I'm all for it. Like this is a good direction for them to go. The OGs versus the new blood. There's a story to tell, like you said before, with all of this, and I think if it's done correctly, all of those involved, there is a big payoff coming for you.
I think it's a big payoff for the division. And it's going to be the moment where people will finally say, yeah, they deserve their respect. I don't understand how people will still complain about this division. Like, I think it's been great. I don't understand it. I was kind of frustrated with like the Jade talk with some people on Twitter this week. Like, why isn't Jade on the pay-per-view? It's okay that Jade missed the pay-per-view. It's okay.
Yeah. It's not that
not that big. Because I said, if I hear any of these people complain one time about the length of a card, I'm going to be like, oh, no, that's what you wanted, right? You know?
Right.
You can't have it both ways when it comes to that. Juke in the chat says, have you guys heard anything about 2K working on the online gameplay for WWE? I haven't heard anything new. Sadly, I feel like they don't care about the online community. They're more worried about getting those My Faction cards in this year. We'll see. I don't know. The game comes out next week. I'll have it. I'll probably just practice like beating up Derek. That's about it. And for the time being, at least, you know. We're waiting for that fight forever. That's the real one.
That's the true test where the 80 for Brady comes out.
Yeah, he gonna eat that steak, egg, and cheese bagel, y'all. Tiff gave us a heart saying thank you. Make sure you hit that like button for sure. For sure. If you're in the live chat, please hit a like. It helps with every single person in here. Much love, much love. Tuesday is 1 year. Scott Toothpick Hall passed away. Yeah, RIP to Scott Hall, man. One of the GOAT.
Oh.
McKinney said, "No, not my Willow." E-drones, here we go. Don't start up. Nah, it's not okay. Jade wasn't on the car. She's an A-lister of AEW. Give her them W's. She's undefeated.
Right.
Like, you can't keep beating everybody in the time being. I think Tony doesn't know what he wants to do with her. Honestly, I think Statlander was supposed to beat her, and now he's like, what are we about to do? And Tony's a slow thinker. Vince will make a reaction like this. Tony Khan he takes his time, and sometimes that's a bad thing too because he waits too long. But he's waiting, so that's what we'll have to say. I'm happy GM Mode has more titles. Oh yeah, and the brand option for WCW. Yeah, New Blood Rising. Don't tell Hogan, brother. I may buy it, and if the online's trash, I'm returning it within the 2-week window we get. Damn. He ain't wrong though. Derek, coming up next, we got your boy, your favorite. Adam Hangman Page does an interview backstage. Yo, Hangman Page got dotted on his eye. I don't know if you saw the black eye. I was like, dude, was that real? Like, what was going on in that match, bro, that you got dotted like that?
Bro, that was oh my God, a stone cold shiner right there.
Yeah, dude, he was donezo. He had like scratches on him, like his forehead. I felt like I was looking for fork marks. Watch the Revolution review if you guys don't know, but Moxley took a fork to that head in that match. He cuts a promo. It seemed pretty impassioned, and I thought he was going to make a reference towards the AEW World Title, but he didn't. I was surprised by that. What do you think, Derek? What did you think of the promo?
You know what?
He said he was done with Moxley, though.
Yeah. Aside of everything that I feel for Hangman, this was a good promo. This one actually caught my attention.
Okay, so you were impressed tonight.
Tonight I was impressed, but that's just tonight. Next go around, he may not be so lucky.
Fair point. After that, we get another interview. Here comes FTR. Don't. Dude, FTR cut the best promo of the night, I think.
Oh.
I had goosebumps for FTR. Not even when the fans were chanting, but Dax and Cash cutting their promo, really good. FTR is the best tag team in AEW, bar none. There is no, don't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about it. You can't tell me these dudes aren't over. The fans were chanting FTR that Shivani and them could barely talk. They're FTR. Right. When we went to that Rochester show and the Bucks came out, they were doing the same. It was FTR. These guys are over. And that promo they cut, and they involved the Briscoes. You ruined that moment with our friend Jay Briscoe. So well done, bro. So well done. Now everybody wants to see them kick. Well, they're the ass boys to us, but tonight they called them the assholes. So
yeah, you know what? I don't think I've ever said this before, but I think tonight, instead of there being a match of the night, this was the promo of the night for me. All like that superseded all the promos and the matches. The delivery, the heartfelt message that they sent. How could you not?
How could you not feel it, bro? It was really good, and it looks like we're moving towards the Guns or the Ass Boys or the Assholes, whatever you want to call them tonight, versus FTR for the tag titles, and I like it.
Yes.
What up to Pro Wrestling Shoot, who is also in the chat? What's good? What is good?
What up?
Jay Cargill promo. Jay Cargill calls out a Canadian wrestler to step up for the TNT, or excuse me, the TBS championship. Pardon me. Wrong network. The TBS championship. This goes back to what I was saying with Jade, though. Like, Jade does not need to be featured on every pay-per-view. It's okay. If you guys want the smaller cards, it'll be fine. Now Jade's being in a featured spot. The question is, who does Jade face? He's gonna come out here and talk about Bret the Hitman Hart. I don't know who in Canada that she can face that's gonna be like a big deal. It ain't Trish. It's not Natalia. So who could they be referring to? And I think people are making a bigger deal, once again, a bigger deal than what this is.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely I thought about it. I don't really know who you would match her up with.
Ooh. BJ and Rob just had a really good name. Taya Valkyrie.
Oh,
forgot about her. Yes. She's been doing stuff with Impact and MLW and AAA, but yeah, I wouldn't mind Taya. Taya would be fun. Okay. I don't know if you'd have Taya take the belt off, but I think that they could have a really good match with each other.
I think so. I think that would be the as I say, that'll be the beginning of the end. Like that'll be somebody that actually gives her like more of a challenge than she's ever had.
I agree with that. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Vince does the knee-jerk reaction to the T. Yes, he does. Adam Page got mollywopped. Facts. That shiner looked bad. This Dynamite just wasn't it for me, man. Let's see here. FTR taking those belts 100. Hopefully, we'll see here. Jay getting Bret. Bret is not coming out. I don't even want to tell you something I had seen. If you guys go on my Twitter at EPW Show, you will see. I had to respond to my man Schleg Daddy's tweet. I was like, "What you talking about?" Say you fight Tony Atlas to get stepped on by Jade. I was like, "Come on, bro. Come on, bro." I like it. I like what a lot of people put here. Jade take down Britt, long overdue. You could do that though. Like once you Jade's gonna get elevated. Like I think I just see what the issue is right now, and I don't think other people are. They don't want to put Jade up to the next level and then just start having people either beat her or that you put her in a position to where you have to book her out of a corner. Versus let's take our time and let's do this the right way. So Jade versus the mascot of Krispy Kreme. Peace. Jade versus Bret. Here we go. I still think Mercedes is going to take it off of Jade. 6 staying by that. It's Bret. It's Bret. Mercedes is in Stardom until 2024. Okay. We'll see what happens. I like the Taya idea that people had brought up. Let's get into the next match. One of Derek's favorites. Trios match. We have AR Fox and Top Flight versus the Jericho Appreciation Society. This was a fun match. I felt like you had the high flyers who could fly around in this one, and then you had Jericho and everyone else getting the heat. Darius went for a pen on Jericho. He had a nice stalling German suplex on Jericho. AR Fox was flying all over the place. Dante Martin was doing the same thing, flying all over the place. I thought that was really good. Darius was going for a move and like went off the rope. Jake Hager pulled out the bat, smashed him in the back with it. Judas effect, lights out, baby. 1, 2, 3. JAS get a pretty simple win. I mean, it was a good match for what they were trying to do, but they knew at the end of the day it was pretty simple.
I'm gonna let you keep going because I actually want to get to the part.
The after part.
Yes, okay. I want to get to that part because I feel like a lot is going to happen that should not be happening.
Terrell just said Jade versus Bret Hart is the chat room series right now. Eric might be dead serious. I don't know. I don't trust it right now. But after the match, Jericho and them get on the mic, and I'm like, please don't say Ricky Starks. Please don't say Ricky Starks. He gets on the microphone though, and they say, "Listen, we just won a trios match. I think that makes us the #1 contenders for the trios championship." And everybody's like, "Hold up, player. Hold on now. What do you mean?" And Jericho says, me, Sammy, and our boy over here, Danny Garcia, we want a shot. Well, lights go out. Derek then marks out, carry on my wayward son. The Elite show up on stage. And shout out to Don Callis scrambling out there with the fresh baldy. Don Callis and Jericho go way back, and the shit talking between them was pretty good. I cannot lie.
Yes, it was.
And he was like, Chris, we're going to be in Winnipeg next week, and we all know you're the second best wrestler from Winnipeg. We know who number one is. He looks at his boy Kenny Omega, and he was like, hell, if I had some time to train, you might be number two. And Don Callis talking that mess. For those who don't know, Don Callis says that him and Rick Martel were going to be a tag team in WWF until Rick Martel took the deal in WCW because it was more money. And then he ended up being the manager of the Truth Commission.
Hey.
Poor Don. Poor Don. They were going to be models. They were going to do a model gimmick together. What a ripoff, you know? So moving into some of this here, then the lights went out again after the Elite said that they want the title shot. Here comes the House of Black. These guys aren't playing. They got the belts. They got Julia. They got it all. House of Black looked fire tonight. I thought they did a really good job.
Yes. Dude. All right. So I feel something bad is going to happen. And I don't think that's going to be the right thing to happen.
What do you mean? What a pessimist. What do you mean something bad's going to happen?
Dude, like how does the JAS get a chance to challenge for the trios titles? How? Y'all haven't wrestled as a trio and God knows how long.
Who were you referring to? The JAS?
Yes.
I think we're getting closer towards. I think the storyline is going to be Garcia actually leaves them. He had contemplated it before.
Honestly, bro, I definitely think JS should just be dismantled. Period.
Yeah, I think it should be smaller. I think that's one of my issues with it. I love that Terrell said that JS has lost their mind calling out House of Black. 5-star matchup. He said. House of Black are going to destroy the JS and the Elite that same night. Oh, heck yeah. He said Don definitely shampoos the dome. Yo, for the record, bald people use shampoo. I still use shampoo. It just lasts a lot longer, but I still shampoo the dome. You have to, right? Am I weird? I don't think I'm weird.
Nah, it's
there's hairs under there.
It's a traditional thing. You can't.
No, don't you dare start a tradition. It just feels right to do it, right? We have this on Clash of the Podcast every week, every Monday live at 6:05. We always talk about shampoo in the dome. Triple threat trios match. I feel like they did this for Derek. Like Derek wanted House of Black to win, and they were like, "We're gonna ruin this for this man."
No, please do not.
Next, there'll be a 4-way trios match, a 6-way Money in the Bank trios match.
No, bro, I promise you, they do something stupid like that.
Matt Lopez said next week's triple threat trios will be Derek's match of the year.
No,
truthfully, Derek, time out though. Matt Lopez might not be wrong. This could be a really good match, bro. If we get even half of what they just did with each other, with just the Elite in them, Jericho being in there, adding in some of his stuff, I think this could be really good.
Bro, but I feel like if you add the JAS, we have oh my God, I don't even know how to even describe this, bro. We have the proverbial, I'm going to drag this out. This is going to be worse than what it was with the Best of 7 series.
I don't think it's going to go that long though. I feel like they're holding over, and I think they really wanted a big match in Canada, and you also probably wanted to fit the other team on. I think what they could have done though was have the Elite versus JAS, and the winners will immediately face the House of Black after. That
would be good. And then they just get.
That's what I thought they were going for a second.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But then they get
do the match on. There's Rampage still tonight. I'm like, maybe they'll do the match on Rampage, but they didn't. E said they just earned a shot. LOL. That's it. See, y'all didn't want the ranking system. Remember those people? I don't want rankings. Well, this is what you get now. I know they loosened up on them after All Out, and I get why, because it had some issues around that time. He said, nah, time to bury them. Put them in the darkness, House of Black. Yo, Terrell just wants heads kicked off by Malachi. He said, or Six said, do bald heads get ashy? What do you use? Bald head lotion or something? First off, they do have lotion. You should lotion your head if you're looking for that shine effect that comes off of it. But I always tell people to just still use your shampoo and stuff like that. Just because I have like skin issues and I don't like having it sometimes. Like if my skin's peeling or something like that, I don't like that. So lotion your head, take care of yourself, groom yourself. And you know the best way to take care of you know where you really want a bald head? Manscaped. Now, if you guys go to manscaped.com, put in our promo code EPW show, you guys can save yourself 20% off and get free delivery. Do you want an ashy pickle? I don't think so. All right. So you guys are going to want to make sure them hairs are gone. Manscaped's going to help you take care of that. Lawnmower 4.0 has you covered. Make sure you guys get yourself a newspaper, maybe some drawers, and you guys can also get rid of those nose hair clippings as well. They even have ball deodorant, ball toner. I don't know if that's something you would put on your head, but it definitely works on the balls. So make sure you guys do that as well. You don't want to walk around looking like this. So manscaped.com, promo code EPW show. Put that in. Will help you save some money. Another promo code that we have is for powerslam.tv. Put that promo code in. You get 1 free month of independent wrestling on us. Now, listen, if you guys are on Twitter, Facebook, and you happen to see like, hey, we're looking for advertising, send them our way. If it's something you want them Raycon headphones, you tell them EPW show needs a promo code. I'll get you that discount. All Absolutely. Right. I want to help the people on this podcast who show up each and every week. So make sure you bring it to me. You tell them you need to advertise with EPW show. I got you, fam. I got you. We need to get them discounts going. All right. They trying to give Winnipeg a good show. True that, E. True that. If JAS get the trios belt or the tag belts before best friends, I'm a one-man riot. Chuck Taylor, bro. JR and them don't be feeling Chuck Taylor. Dark low-key fire, E said. I have fun watching Dark. Manscaped takes care of the beards now, too. That is true, Rob. That is true. You can also get some beard stuff in there.
Right. Listen.
Helps out.
I might have to try that out. See what it's about.
I don't know if McKinney's giving me the peace because he's got to leave, or he's giving me the peace because we violated talking about ashy pickles. Make that a shirt, someone. We keep this up. Ashy pickles. Let's go on to the next announcement here, Derek. Tony Khan has an announcement. I was like, what? They didn't announce it before? Tony Khan shows up on the screen, and he was like, guys, with partnership at Warner Brothers Discovery, time's a hard, baby. No, he said that they are going to be renaming the All-Atlantic Championship. They are going to, he used the words level up. I like that he didn't devalue the title and get rid of it. He's like, no, we're going to level it up. So the All-Atlantic title's name has changed. It is now the AEW International title. I think it works better. I saw some people like, why are they changing the name? I like the name of it. Fam, it didn't make sense.
No.
It was the All-Atlantic title, and you had a flag from Japan on there. That's not in the Atlantic.
Yeah,
it didn't make sense.
Yeah,
so
gotta make it make sense, man. Gotta make it make sense.
Yeah. Rob said they should have called it the Shazam title. Yo, Shazam's a good movie. I like that, especially the first one. That was really good. International title is a better name. What do you think, Derek? Better name?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you can't really say that it's not. I mean, you have the Intercontinental title. Just saying.
Yeah, it's the same thing though. It's international. The flags can stay on there. The only thing I wish they would have done was change the design of it. And this is something that I'm gonna I will hope Tony does later. Change the look of it because this title and the women's title are too similar. I want them to all look different. So one of those needs to change. And I feel like the All-Atlantic or the international title, now I got to get used to calling it, they should change it first. That's just a me thing though.
No, I agree, bro. They do need to change that.
TK and his troll announcements. Gosh dang it. Listen, everyone was acting like all his announcements have been bad too, and I don't agree with that. I think that's slanderous. TK's announcements have been all right. They're not all great, but they're not all bad either. Dirty Heels podcast. What up, Dirty Heels? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you for showing some love. They should have called it the Shazam title. It's killing me still. Better name, hopefully new belt that doesn't look like the women's strap. See, mind sync. I'm telling you, right here, bro. Right here.
True. That's true.
Right here. Matt Lopez says, hope the All-Atlantic title doesn't become the new TNA Legends title. It's my world. Derek gonna be cheering for Jeff Jarrett next week. I promise y'all. I'm gonna record it too. I should go live on Twitter. I think they got rid of Periscope though this week. I just saw a thing that popped up today about it. But Derek about to be right up in there, like, come on, Jeff, sliding in the guitar and all that. I think the international championship should be a divisional title. What do you mean by that? Let me know, Shahi Art. Let me know what you mean by divisional. I don't know if you mean by like rankings, like rank it up, but why not? It could be. It could be.
Possible.
Dude, did you see that Bryan Danielson promo after that followed?
Oh,
with Danielson crying? That was like painful to watch.
Bro.
They showed one earlier too. Let me be fair. They did show one earlier of MJF. He was being a complete dick in it, but MJF's so good at what he does. Like, he's so good. I'm not even getting into it about the kid drink throwing shit. Don't throw drinks on kids. MJF's an asshole. They know what they did. It's fine. And yeah, MJF did have a great response as to why he did it too. Kid looked thirsty. What the hell? You know what I mean? Like, why, bro? But whatever it may be, like, dude's an asshole. We get it. Right. I would say don't do that shit anymore, truthfully. Try to avoid that. But Bryan Danielson's promo, he said he tapped out because he couldn't feel his shoulder. And he started thinking about his kids. And that was brought up in the promo by MJF. Nice little like twist to the storytelling there. See, when they want to do it, they can. They really can.
And they do it very well when they do it correctly.
Touche. Let me see here. Here we go. They up here talking about the TNA Legends title in the chat. Y'all better cut it out. Matt Lopez says that Bryan was amazing. I know Bryan's taking time off, but could mean the going home could lead to a run of ROH because that was his home. Maybe they'll do something like that. Danielson's been there before, though. I think some people don't need to be there again. Joe, I think, has a purpose there. Because I feel like Joe wants to get into something else afterwards. I don't know what Danielson wants to get into or what he wants to do. I like him in AEW better. I don't know. It just feels right.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like he belongs to AEW. But I feel like his time is running out. I think he's only got a good couple years left in him.
I think, well, Danielson said he was going to reduce the schedule once this is up. And he was going to probably go part-time. I think he should freelance. I think we should adapt what Japan allows people to do, like Naito and Ibushi. Like, let them just go place to place to place to place and let them just wrestle. They stay for a little bit, give them the title. Make them sign a short contract. That's it. You could do things like that. I want to see Danielson in that G1. G1 climax for New Japan. They got to let him get in that tournament.
Why not?
Shahi responded, it should be a division title like the Cruiserweight title. One wrestler per country. Ooh, okay. That would be different. I like that it's open, but I hear what you're saying. That's different. Danielson can't leave after that banger. Someone calls ZSJ. Nah, call Shibata. Yo, chill. Them two ain't allowed. That match will be no headbutts allowed. ZSJ called out Bryan last week on ROH. Yeah, I think that's going to be the matchup for Forbidden Door. That's going to be a technical masterpiece if that happens. You are going to see chain wrestling galore. I can't wait because Derek's impressed when he gets to see New Japan at normal hours. Absolutely. I still think he should watch it at like 2 a.m. with us one time.
Bro, I'm gonna need a day off.
Derek lying, bro. Just give him some of that Arnold Palmer half and half. He'll be all right. Terrell said put all three of them in a triple threat.
Nah, don't
TNA
do that,
Legends title. Whoa, Rob Zombie over the TNA Legends title. Ooh, come on, fam. I like the look of it at least.
Ooh, DJ.
back of my Dracula.
Bro, I can't even fathom that BJ said that.
I fathom it. That's saying something, like he said. Yuta versus Thatcher tomorrow on ROH should be a great wrestling match. Yeah, Ring of Honor looks really cool, man. I still haven't had a chance to check out the full first episode. 2 hours is a long time for that show. I hope it's not permanently 2, but maybe it will be. But ROH looks like it's been doing good. So not mad at it. Wow. TNA Legends King of the Mountain title over Rob Zombie. Y'all are wilding in the chat. Shahi Art says, I would like to see Bryan Danielson wrestle Nakamura at the next Wrestle Kingdom. That would be fire if they would actually let them.
Yes, it would.
Gotta let them know. Gotta let them. Shout out to my guy, Rated, who does the theme for Top Flight. He just sent me a message. I'm seeing it pop up right now where my notes are. Much love to Rated, who does Top Flight's theme. Let me see here. Let's get to this next match. TNA Global Championship. I gotta keep it moving, guys. We got the Dark Order, John Silver and Alex Reynolds versus the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. This match with BCC, Derek, this solidified it, right? I had a feeling because I was like, yo, when they do this match, this is going to solidify what they are going forward. Yes. And we all know the Dark Order works with Adam Hangman Page often. And the bell rings. BCC just obliterates them. They just start beating ass. I like it. Silver and Reynolds start making a comeback a little bit. Claudio cuts them off. We went to a picture-in-picture. Derek groaned. Moxley applies a front face lock to Reynolds, and he's done. A front face lock took out Alex Reynolds. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, that one caught me off guard too. I wasn't really expecting that. Like I was expecting more of a fight, like a nice brawl. But the way you ended that, okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm not happy about it either.
Matt Lopez just put in the chat. I'm going to give people a second here. A potential Rampage announcement spoiler, but I'm going to announce it in here for those who want to listen. On Rampage this Friday, there will be an announcement for the ROH tag titles. So keep your eyes peeled on Rampage for that. TNA Jeff Hardy Immortal title. All right, you've gone too far. You've gone too far now. That title was ugly as hell. Can't boo the BCC. Love the Dark Order, but BCC beat ass. Listen, BCC dogged them, bro. Afterwards, Evil Uno came out. He tried to make the save. They started beating his ass. Then here comes Page. Moxley kind of backed off for a second. I'm like, oh, is there a mutual respect thing here? And then Claudio just goes over. Page decks him in the face. BCC stomped this man out. I was like, they're heel. Moxley and them have gone heel. And I was like, yes. Right. Now he might be the Moxley like when we first saw him come in against Kenny. And I was like, dude, because Moxley's never really been a face or a heel. He's kind of always been like this tweener. Yeah. And Moxley was like, I'm going to beat that ass. I liked it, man. What did you think of the turn for BCC here?
I liked it. I think it was time for them to have a new edge to their career, and I think that's the best way that you're going to do it.
You know who's going to be the best heel out of all of them? Captain Planet Wheeler Yuta over there, who kept starting shit with people for weeks. Hey, pick up your soda can. Right, oh, I'm sorry, exactly. I just dropped it. Then he kicks the soda can. He's ready. I want a match with you on Rampage. I'm like, dude, what is this dude's problem every week? Why you keep interrupting people ready to fight? Man. Ace, you're not wrong there. The New Japan World Championship over Rob Zombie. Jeff was the best out of all the Jeffs, just my opinion. Oh, Enigma Jeff. Yeah, they were trying with Jeff, man.
They were trying a lot. Definitely trying a lot.
WrestleMania 40, more part-timers. Y'all got to chill in the chat. I love it, though. So we got the turn. I like it. The Acclaimed are backstage, and they get interrupted by 2.0. Derek, did they say they're fighting them on Rampage? I didn't see a graphic or anything for this yet.
I didn't see one either, but I definitely thought they said they were.
Maybe I was missing it, but they got interrupted. So it looks like we're going to get something with the Acclaimed in 2.0. I like that. It's going to be a lot of crap talking back and forth. So I think they're going to be able to do something with it. And Billy Gunn's going to have fun with them.
Yes. I like it. Let's rock with it. Let's see where it goes. And if it falls into place, let's keep it moving. If it doesn't, then we pull the plug.
Matt Lopez says, I like heel BCC. There's no way Brian's will be back in that group. I wonder if they're going to include Brian in it or not. I mean, Brian's been doing the babyface thing. It feels like he got excommunicated because of the Regal stuff, too. He took Regal's side with all that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, got to stick up for your friends, right?
Yeah. You know what that gets you sometimes, too. You is great. He's shut your mouth. Here comes the pain. Free roam mode. Hey, you, let's fight. 2 XP. He's gonna get that buffer too. He's been getting his head taken off doing that, messing with the wrong people. On Rampage, we got Sammy Guevara versus Action Andretti. We got Konosuke Takeshita versus Preston Vance. By the way, I don't know if they spelled the name wrong, but I definitely noticed they had a misspelling of Takeshita's name. I hope someone caught that too besides me. Just a random thing. And we got Riho versus Nyla Rose. Yo, Rampage might be fired, D.
Hey. You gotta take it for what it's worth, man. If they're pulling out all the stops, you gotta watch it. So
yeah. Me and Derek usually kick it, and we watch that one as well. Derek, you may have to pray for me on Saturdays now. The intern is doing Taekwondo. First class was last week. I was tired as ever.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we got another one this week. We're gonna see if we can get the stuff down. He's got to do like his gi test. So prayers. Yeah. Bow, please. You got it, bow. But it's like it's you know it's fun. I love it, man.
No, it's definitely
yeah. And we got SmackDown coming up too. We're on the road to WrestleMania coming up. Next week we talked about Orange Cassidy having that title defense against Double J Jeff Jarrett. That's JEFF JARRETT. MJF is having a rebar mitzvah celebration next week. It's also Ace's birthday next week. Show him some love. And we are going to have that 3-way trios match. This show is probably going to slap, and I like it. Winnipeg deserves a good show.
They do.
And I can't wait.
Set them off. Set them off right.
Yo, this chat is going in right now with their comments about video games and everything. I love them. Ace, I got you, bro. I got you. Hold it down every week coming here, man. It's all love. Let's talk about the main event. TNT Championship. Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs, the winner of the Face of the Revolution ladder match last week. Powerhouse had the ring, the brass ring, the sonic ring, the donut ring, the hemorrhoid ring, whatever you want to call it. He had that bad boy ready. Wardlow was defending the TNT title. He didn't have any of his stuff, so it turned into a street fight. Wardlow back body dropped Powerhouse Hobbs onto a car. Why are we back body dropping people onto Cadillacs? I have no idea. You do not do that to a Cadillac, bro.
Right.
Hurt my soul when I saw that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You just can't do that. That's a forbidden thing to do.
Yeah, they were tripping. Johnny Ace or go Ace. I say go Ace for Ace in the chat over Johnny Ace all day. 10 out of 10. Hobbs. BJ said Hobbs broke his ass on that drop. He did. That car had a family. Matt Lopez wrote. The caddy. Rob said, to be fair, it was only a CTS. Don't you dare act snobby towards this Cadillac. If it was an Escalade, I would have been pissed, though.
Oh, man.
RIP to my man Escalade, too, from AN1. That's my dog.
That boy was
I told you whose brother that was? Mark Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
Did not know that. Dude, so they come out and they're in the ringside area. Bro, I don't know what it is with people getting thrown into the gates tonight, but them joints were busted open. French Montana style. They were just going into them, busted open. See?
Busted open.
You need that app again, too, for that music that you found. Into the gate. he goes. They're trying everything. At one point, Hobbs hit 2 spine busters, but he was only able to get a 2 count. On the outside, he sets up a table. He's getting ready to use it. Wardlow comes over with a drink, pops him in the face, puts him on the table. Yo, Wardlow hit a nice swanton, bro.
He did. Oh, God,
I believe in Wardlow.
That was perfect.
It was beautiful. Wardlow hits the swanton great. Like the height, the build he is, beautiful. He lands it. Only gets a 2 count after going through the table. He then power bombs him, but he can't do anything. Because remember, he was in a battle with Joe. So he can't make the pin. He's not able to do anything. They go up the stage and they're brawling. They're fighting and fighting and fighting. And Derek, could you believe it? When QT Marshall showed up with that QTV shirt. So that's been him. So is that might be a stable for him. Everyone thought it was like GTV because it was QTV. But I'm wondering now, is that a stable? He got rid of the factory. He clobbers Hobbs with the chair, or not Hobbs, excuse me, Wardlow with the chair, nails him with it after Wardlow was going to take him out. Him and Powerhouse Hobbs pick up Wardlow, toss him off. The referee, throughout the match, he was giving 10 counts. Like, if you can't get to your feet, he's ending this match.
Right.
He couldn't get up after the double power bomb, bro. Powerhouse Hobbs is the new TNT champion. Yo, I am happy, bro. I wanted Hobbs to win this when they had the first triple threat. I thought he was going to win.
Bro, it was definitely time for him to win it. Like we were all talking about Ricky Spanish winning it. No. It's time to move on from that. It's time for Powerhouse Hobbs to have that title.
Yes, I think it works out well. I think Wardlow's got bigger fish to fry in his future too. We talk about who's like getting elevated to the main event. I think it's Wardlow. It's going to be Ricky Starks. It's going to be a bunch of those dudes. Now, I don't know what happens when Chicago Phil makes his return, but
somebody's got to
drop down. Crowded up there. Say it again.
Somebody's going to have to drop down.
We'll have to see. It's going to be quite interesting, but maybe the trios belt will help alleviate some of that too. I don't know what they're going to do here, but things are getting interesting and they're heating up with who's moving up in those divisions. I still think Ricky's going to be, he might be in a holding pattern for now while he's feuding with Juice, but I think this is short term. That's not the pay-per-view matchup, at least in my opinion. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. And I'm happy for Powerhouse Hobbs. Remember, Derek, this is the dude from Dark that people would watch. And I was like, yo, this dude's really good. Like, I'm glad that they kept bringing him back during that pandemic period. Powerhouse Hobbs is that guy. And I'm happy to see somebody rise up. So when people start that crap, when you're talking to them, oh, AEW doesn't push homegrown talent. Bullshit. I'm going to point to situations like this. Jay Cargill, MJF, and maybe you're like, oh, MJF's not homegrown. Don't start that shit then, because I don't want to hear about no Rollins is homegrown either. Then I know where he came from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing these games with people. To me, whatever company you're in, if you're making it better, you deserve the respect. And Hobbs is making AEW better, in my opinion. He has always done his job and done it well.
Yeah, nope, I agree.
Chat, get ready to put your scores in. Derek, what did you think of tonight's show, man?
B-.
B- for the show. Tonight, I feel like I'm just gonna do a thumbs up versus a thumbs down. I know that was the old way we used to always do it. Was it a thumbs up show or a thumbs down? That's simple. I think this is a thumbs up show. I know some people weren't feeling it, like Pro Wrestler Shoot that brought it up, but I think it was a good show still. Like, it accomplished a lot of things and did stuff, got things moving, versus it was just a boring ass show and you could have missed the whole thing and you would be up to date. Now, if you missed this show, you're like, wait, how did Hobbs become the champion?
Right.
How did FTR come back and they're going to be number one contenders? Like, they added a lot. Wait, why is there a triple threat trios match next week? A lot happened. So they're telling stories. They got to get themselves all the way to May next. So you got time. Build it up. Let me see here. We got Go Ace over Johnny Ace. Everything Pro Wrestling. Had it been a BMW, it would have been Most Wanted. Need for Speed, baby. Busta Rhymes SUV from Def Jam Fight for New York. Chill. We need a Def Jam Fight for New York remastered. I don't think we getting that, bro. That's just like them wrestling games, man. It's gonna be too hard to license the musicians. Throwing the wrestlers into the subway tracks into incoming. Whoa. I like how QT tweeted out, I wonder who broke into Wardlow's car. Wow.
Oh,
wow,
geez.
not cool, QT. Sick with it says only bad thing about this match is that Hobbs probably creased his Timbs during the match. Timberland boots, bubblegum soles. I know you're thinking that Lloyd Banks line right in your head now. When you dump Little Kim for Carmen Electra, peace.
Oh.
Now I think they did this to lead to Ricky versus Hobbs feud to complete that story because Ricky did get the dub in the unsanctioned match when they were at Arthur Ashe last year.
Oh yeah.
Six said maybe Punk goes to ROH. Maybe there could be feuds for him down there. Punk could be the attraction down there. Maybe that's the way to split up Punk and the Elite. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like I said, my eyes are peeled now. It's double or nothing. I'm hoping for that video game. I'm peeled for a bunch of this stuff. A said thumbs up. AEW, exactly. AEW got the director. Yep. 2 thumbs up for AEW, 4 thumbs up for EPW, and 2 middle fingers for Rob Zombie. Damn. Thumbs up. AEW gets 1,000 legend titles out of 10 immortal titles, which is about a B. EPW always A+. Also, hate. Yeah, Derek wasn't hating too hard tonight, minus the trios. He gonna have fun. Watch. Next week, he's gonna be going bananas for that match.
All right.
Ray is gone from WWE. What the hell? She didn't even get to do anything. That sucks. Those last 2 comments I made were in reference to Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York subway area option, and they always gave you to leave your girl for Carmen. Yes. Rated. Can't be saying that now, bro. Can't be saying that in the chat. Can't be talking about the magic dust. All right. D, man, listen. Derek should be back next week. We're gonna get the podcast popping like we always do. I thank you guys for tuning in. Be on the lookout. Once WWE 2K23 comes out, you might get a live stream. Pass it along to your friends, your kinfolk. Let them know. We'll be on there. If Derek's around, I promise y'all, you can see the ass whooping live. It'll happen on the channel. It's all good. It's all good.
Not going down that way, bro.
I'm just letting you know, bro. It's got to go down that way. But listen, we're gonna end this one early. We've had a rough week for wrestling shows and everything else. Derek's tired from the scrimmage. I'm tired from everything. I'm gonna try to catch up on some Z's, and you guys should do the same. So make sure you guys keep it locked with everything pro wrestling. Clash of the Podcast on Monday, 6:05 with me and Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. And next week, me and Derek will be back to review that awesome trios match. So for myself and the tag team partner, Derek, we are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling 1.